Hello, people of YouTube. My name is Steve Gray. Thank you for watching. Today we are talking about Bleach 1000 Year Blood War Episode 38, or Bleach 1000 Year Blood War Part 2, Episode 12. One episode left. Only one episode left. And then after tomorrow, there's also only one episode left of Tower of God for the season. We know there is definitely going to be a Part 4. I don't know when. I'll definitely try to look that up, give you that information for next week, as we do the final Part 3 kind of review clip, whatever you want to call it. So this episode was all about Bazz-B and Jugo. We learned that they kind of found each other as children. You destroyed Bazz-B's entire village, and then they kind of journeyed together. They wanted to kill you, or at least Bazz-B did, anyway. So they're just training together, kind of growing up together. Bazz-B is continuously getting stronger, but Jugo has no powers whatsoever. He is pretty useless. Apparently there's one born every 7 generations or something, where there's just a completely useless Quincy. Can't form a bow, can't really fight, can't do anything, although the entire time he's been training with the sword. Then Yuwatch shows up and is basically like, I've been looking for you for a long time. Of course you can't create a bow, because you don't have that power. You have the power to share powers, and you don't even realize it. And you've been sharing your Ishi with Bazz-B like forever, so he thinks he's a genius and getting super OP, but reality is he's only that level because you gave him the ability to be that level, which I think is kind of a crazy, cool ability, but in terms of fighting, nothing really happens. But I don't know if, because you got the whole alphabet here with the Stern Riders, I don't know if like Z is the weakest and A is the strongest. It seems like a lot of them are pretty OP. But if that is the case, A beats B very easily there, Jugo is A. He is going to have all the powers. Him and Ukiura there, Uryu rather, are going to have all the powers that Yuwatch does as well. And Bazz-B had a lot of his powers taken away. So I would say that he is probably significantly weaker than he was after Yuwatch did his thing and took away a bunch of Quincy powers to make his power stronger. That's my best guess. But at the same time, it's kind of like, who knows, because he still seemed to have full access to his powers. But it wasn't even close. We got a nice, cool backstory here. But in terms of these two fighting, it wasn't even close. He got his arm cut off, and this is actually one of the few times in a shonen anime where a character gets their arm cut off and isn't good to go. So typically, when a character gets their arm cut off in a shonen anime, it means they're going to live. But no, he got his arm cut off and then got sliced about 10 seconds later, and he is dead. I mean, he's laying in a pool of his own blood and got slashed kind of from, right through the middle of him to a certain extent. So I don't foresee him being alive. He was only introduced in this arc, so it makes sense to kill a lot of these characters off, I would say. So yeah, he ain't coming back. He ain't coming back. In terms of next episode, being the last episode of the arc, it seems like we're going to probably end on a high note. So I'm guessing there's probably going to be some other big major fight or something along those lines. I'm not really sure, but we're going to have to wait and see. Ultimately, Jugo's job is to take all of Yuwatch's powers. So once Yuwatch does everything that he needs to do, he's going to pass all of his powers onto Jugo, or maybe Uryu. I really don't know. One of the two. It seems like Jugo is the one that is capable of taking in those powers anyway, and then move on to the next task, which whatever the heck that is. The Quincy's pretty much just destroyed everything, and then they're going to combine every world into a singular world and go from there. But who the heck knows? I'm gonna give this one I think a solid 9 out of 10. The main reason it's getting a 9 out of 10 as opposed to a 10 out of 10 is the fighting was fantastic, animation was really good too. But I would say, did we need this to be an entire episode? Because he got his butt kicked in like 12 seconds. Let's just be honest. Yes, there was some fighting, but 90% of this was backstory. And he just got wrecked. So, I mean, the reality, I guess they want to make you feel kind of bad for Bazz-B. I mean, I understand where he's coming from too, being that, you know, he thought he had this friend all this time, and then the second this friend gets the tiniest bit of affirmation that he is meant to be something more, just ditches him, and he just dips, and he was like, oh, I'm going to be this cool guy now, and my life's going to be better because I'm going to go with the head honcho here. Yeah, goodbye. Bye, friend I've known for my entire childhood. Peace out. Or, you know, the majority of his childhood. Goodbye. I'm going to go do my thing. So long. Good luck to you. Have fun. Goodbye. Yeah, so I can definitely understand a kind of a betrayal of friendship right there. But at no point in the sequence in the past did Jugo say he was on par with killing him. So there's that. There's that. His uncle abused him. So if you watch did end up killing his uncle, he doesn't even care because seems like his uncle was a piece of shit. So we'll end there. But stay tuned tomorrow for Tower of God. Hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, leave a like, share, comment, all that fun stuff. And as always, have a good one.